They hit Luigi with the terrorism charge. Yeah. It's like, what, dude, that's our thing. Come on, that's our thing. You just giving it to Italians now? Come on. Come on, Italians, you're part of the gang now. You're part of the, you're part of the compound, okay? Yeah, they're just like, whatever. They look the same, you know? They both use olive oil, you know, that's what they're both from the Mediterranean. It's Mediterranism, whatever, you know what I mean? They're just, now I guess Arab, Italian, we're interchangeable now. So Arabs were mafia too. Yeah. 9/11, forget about it. You know? Okay, all right. I wouldn't call Luigi to terrorism, man. I mean, you could say he had a mission, and he definitely gave up the rest of his life to do that, and it was a violent mission, and he did it, and you know, so you could say it was a Luigi jihad, and he was radicalized by back pain, you know. Allegedly, by the way, allegedly. Yes, I gotta say allegedly. We haven't matched the eyebrows yet. Yeah. You guys all saw there was like footage and then pictures of him. You're like, wait a second, those eyebrows. Can you believe there was even a conversation like, did his eyebrows go back in 3 days? You could only have that question about an Arab or Italian person. That's an exclusively Arab or Italian problem, wondering if the eyebrows possibly grew back between the time of the crime and the time of apprehension. It's for sure a unique olive oil problem. But yes, I noticed this issue has a generational divide, okay? So are there any Gen Z people in here? Gen Z? Okay, one Gen Z people here. What, two? Oh, you guys are raising your hand. What, do you think you're gonna be targeted here or some I'm looking around this room, a lot of y'all are young as so obviously there's some Gen Zers here. You're Gen Z. Gen Z loves the Luigi. They already got like Luigi tattoos, right? He's their hero, right? Millennials, we're a little more coy with it. We're like, oh, I see what he did there. Gen X is like, I don't want to be involved in this. I'm just gonna go to my room. And then boomers like, he's a murderer. This is an atrocity. Capitalism makes the world go round. You know what I mean? It's like a big generational divide. Sorry if that offends any boomers who are like, I like him. And listen, I get it. You have a guy who was shot. I'm not glorifying that. I'm just making jokes. And I've already made a bunch of jokes, and people have been getting on my case. One guy commented on my Luigi jokes, like, you know, a wife lost a husband. And I was like, wait a second. I looked it up. Brian Thompson separated from his wife in 2018. Yeah, they weren't even together. They were gonna get divorced eventually. So if anything, this kind of... Let's be honest. In which case does she get a better settlement, right? And let's be honest. If anything, she should be suspect number one. Like, why are we not looking at that? They've been separated for 6 years, at least. That's crazy. And they were likely, obviously, seeing other people. So yes, if anything, a side piece somewhere lost a sugar daddy. And I feel for that, okay? I once dated a woman who owned her own salon. It was very nice. She would take me out to dinner all the time. And then I lost her because she broke up with me. But that, I can't fully relate, but I get how that could suck, okay? Okay? But yeah, I just don't really buy that argument. Now, somebody hit me with a good one, you know, and this is the one that you hear a lot, and it's a real point. You should take it to heart. And this guy was like, you know, somewhere 2 little children are without a father. And I did look it up. They're 16 and 19. It's a little demeaning to call them little children. Let's be honest, okay? They are nearly grown adults, okay? And it's horrible to lose your father. This is a horrible thing. And furthermore, horrible to hear about like why his father was killed and what he was involved in and all these things that might be haunting them for the rest of their lives. And that's a horrible thing. And I sympathize for those 2 teenagers, wherever they are. I really can't imagine what it is to deal with that kind of pain and grief and suffering. However, they're the only 2 people who would be the reason why I wouldn't make jokes. You know what I'm saying? And I do like to keep people in mind, but you're gonna say because of 2 people, I'm not even allowed to cover this topic. You know, as a comedian, my job is to cover the most relevant, sometimes controversial social topics. And you're saying I can't cover this because of 2 people? That's up. And you know what that is? That's denial of coverage. So I do send my love and condolences to anybody who's actually physically mourning this human being, okay? But I do think we should address the larger topic, which is how up our healthcare system is. And the symbolism here is that Luigi was 26, and that's right when you're off your family's health insurance, okay? Right? It's not ironic. That's the age that radicalizes people now. You know what I mean? Because that's when life gets real, you know? Because they say you become an adult when you're 18. That's not true anymore. It's when you're 26 now. That's when you're on your own. Yeah, that's when YOLO for real. You know what I mean? Like 18, you just get cooler and cooler rights. They get cooler and then they start to dip off at 26. Like 18, you can smoke, you can vote. Yeah, nicotine democracy. Woo, right? 21, you can drink. Ah! 25, you can rent a car. You're invincible. GTA. Ah! And then 26, off your family's health insurance. It's like, what? You just got me drinking, driving, and smoking. I need that health insurance back, like now. You took it from me at the worst time. It's all by design, to make money. It has to be. So that's why, if I were president, I would like to be a leader who actually cares about people. So what I would do, I would put everybody back on their family plan until they're 65. 65, yeah. I call it the millennial Gen Z solution. 65, all the millennials and Gen Z are on board with this, yeah. Wouldn't you want to be on your family's plan until 65? I think that would be awesome. It would also keep the family unit closer together, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it would be really cool because you're on your family's plan until 65, which means your parents are clearly over 65. Trust me, I did the math. You can double check if you want. If you're on it till 65, your parents are going to be over 65 that whole time, trust me. Which means they will be on Medicare. And so you're just getting Medicare trickle down for free. It's trickle down Medicare. So I basically found a loophole to universal health care. Yeah. So in a nutshell, what I would do is get you off Obamacare and onto Yo Mama Care. Yeah, Yo Mama Care, that's good. But yeah, say what you will about Luigi. It was a Gen Z shooting, for sure. He may have used a 3D printer for the gun. He put ironic Monopoly money in a bag. He got away on an e-bike. It was very Gen Z, okay? I actually wrote a Gen Z poem for Luigi. Do you guys want to hear it? Okay, all right. Low-key, it slaps. Trust me, it's bars. Luigi was a good student in Pennsylvania, where he was based. He then lived in Hawaii and got massive glow up until a back surgery got him shook. His book club thought he was tweaking, but he swore he passed the vibe check. So he ghosted. He was low-key salty at the medical industry for being basic. He was tired of all their fees. They were out of pocket. Valid. So he found his op and decided to clap back at the CEO, who was no girl boss, but was rather mid. That's why he did it in Midtown. He used a silencer, no cap. He unalived him, dead ass. He slayed. The CEO is saying less. RIP, R.I.P. RIP, say less. But not many are simping for the CEO because he was bougie. It's giving Titanic submarine. But they saw Luigi in the camera, caught in 4K. He was trying to rizz up a queen, and now he's cooked. He took the Greyhound. He was bussin'. Then he got snitched on by a McCarran. They found him at the table. He ate and left no crumbs. should have hid in the skibbity toilet. If you know, you know. He was wearing the same drip. Should have done a fit check. He had all sorts of currency, but no V-Bucks. And with a manifesto, high-key sus. Free Luigi, the stands say. Boomers cringe. But say what you will, Luigi was tired of being an NPC in a Mario world. So he switched to main character energy. Listen, we've all heard of shootings before, but you gotta admit, this one hits different. Period. All right.
What else? Anything else?
Football.
Football. All right. Well, I'm the least qualified guy to talk about that. Not really. Now, I know football is like everything down here in the South, right? So maybe you can teach me a little bit about football culture here in Alabama. So, what's the favorite team?
No, you'll get one question when you move to Alabama.
Okay.
And they're going to say...
What team do you root for? Yeah.
No,
There's only
like,
two.
No,
Who do you root
it's
for?
not.
There's only two teams.
It's a vague question.
Yeah.
It's a vague question. I moved here in 2012, and everybody said, "Who are you for?"
Who are you for? Yeah.
And I
You're
was
like,
like,
Trump.
I mean, you're in the South. That's a valid answer.
Right.
They're like, "Are you for Auburn? For Alabama?" I was like, "Neither."
And then you got deported to Mississippi.
The state of Alabama is still valid. They can, a law, they can hang you.
They can hang you if you. They can hang you if
And
you
I'm
do
like,
what?
I'm like, neither, and I thought I was gonna get lynched.
No.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna get lynched because I don't like Alabama or Auburn.
Don't say that out loud, sir. She's got a gun. I don't want anybody. I don't want any fights. Sir, you're saying some risky shit.
She works at, hey, look, she
Okay.
works at Jack's. I agree with that.
You work? Where do you work?
I work at Jack's, but I go to college.
How'd you guys? What? How did you? Oh, because you talked about it. Okay, thank God. All right, I was like, that's. It's like you guys all cousins. What's going on, dude? Okay. Wow. So they make you choose. Basically, so you get here. You got to pick. Alabama or Auburn.
You got an elephant or you got a tiger?
So which one's the tiger?
Auburn.
Auburn is the tiger.
And elephant's Alabama.
Elephant's Alabama.
So you get to pick the mascot.
Or eagle. Or what's eagle?
They both have two mascots.
Oh, they have two mascots: an eagle and a tiger.
Auburn is an eagle. They were eagles, so they have an eagle and a tiger.
Yeah.
And then Alabama is Roll Tide, and then we have an elephant.
No.
Don't forget about Thundering Herd because there's elephants involved in this.
Oh my God, the plot gets thicker.
Alabama wins more if you want to go for winning.
Alabama wins more.
Yeah.
Has this been statistically proven? Everybody did this? Okay, so provided that Alabama wins more, who here still likes Auburn? You say War Eagle? Is that what you say? War Eagle.
The mascot is a tiger.
The mascot is a tiger, yet they say eagle. Because you said it used to be a tiger? It's still a tiger. So then, but how can you just get two animals? That's not unfair. Because the eagle flies and the tiger's on the ground, so they're just basically dividing up the... Yeah, but you can just choose two animals now? This is a little unfair.
Alabama says Roll Tide, but their mascot is an elephant.
Elephant, yeah, where did that come from? That's some Indian.
Auburn still rolls trees.
It still rolls trees.
When you win a game, you roll the trees.
Marijuana? I mean, yeah, that's what you do after every game. I thought that's... Yeah, roll trees.
And throw it into the trees.
They take toilet paper and throw it in the trees. Well, nature loves you guys out here, doesn't it? Just every...
We roll on them.
You roll your own trees at your house, at the field. So Roll Tide this whole time has to do with toilet paper? Is that what I'm gathering the whole time?
Exactly.
Oh, so Auburn does this.
Yeah.
The irony.
Alabama has lawyers.
Alabama has lawyers
Yeah.
who do PR for them or something, or?
No, the lawyers are what go to school there.
But
Oh.
they like eagles and elephants and toilet paper and...
So Alabama's it's a law-oriented school.
It's a very uppity up.
Uppity up. And then what's Auburn represent?
Agriculture.
Family tradition, agriculture. Okay, I like that. Kind of like the underdog, engineers.
In Alabama, more almond
Alright, so what do you
Hey,
think?
Louisiana's the Tigers.
As if I have enough information. I know that Alabama wins more, but you just told me they're a little uppity and they're lawyers. But I also know that most of the room supports them, so I don't want to die after this because only 3 people said Auburn when I asked. But I don't want to say neither because apparently they'll hang you.
You basically can't watch soccer in Alabama.
You can't watch soccer. It's illegal. It's illegal. You watch soccer. Don't say it out loud, please.
Maybe the British guy too.
Maybe the British guy. Yeah. Yeah, with your f***ing football that you play with your foot. Okay. So when is the next game? So there was a game yesterday, and there's another one next Saturday, and both teams. Did they ever play each other?
Today, LSU and Alabama played each other today.
And it happens once a season, and it's called. Do you guys have a name for that game? The Iron Bowl. The Iron Bowl. It's called the Iron Bowl, dumbass. Okay. This is how it's gonna work. Whoever wins that one will be my choice. And next time I come back to Bama, I will have the full-on jersey of whoever wins.
Takes a second.
It only takes a second? That's what my girlfriend says. I don't know. Now, just so I understand, Roll Tide. What? Roll Tide. Why? This is what we say. Nobody knows where it came from?
The red tide.
The Red Tide,
Yeah.
which was from
It-
communism?
Crimson.
This is nice guess. Who would have thought? Alabama, some commie bastards out here.
The sound comes from the early 50s Alabama team that when the stadium got so loud, it sounded like the ocean.
Ah, okay.
So the Iron Bowl isn't exactly a bowl game. It's just something that only Alabama does in Alabama, and we
But it doesn't
call
count.
Iron
It doesn't
Bowl.
count towards
No,
the league.
It's not like the Rose Bowl and other bowls. Like
Right.
It's something only in Alabama.
Does anybody ever get shot at those?
Every now and then.
Every other year. Nice. I will take into consideration if anybody gets shot this year and which team they were on. Whoever the casualty is, I'll go for the other team. Hey, I go for the winners, guys. I go for the winners. And then, so earlier in the show, when you said something, and then they all started saying, "What did you say that
I
made
said War Eagle.
War Eagle?" And then they said Roll Tide, so it became a fight. I
Like,
see.
sometimes they say War Chicken to joke on us.
War
They
chicken.
also-
Oh, that's so
They
mean.
also have a tiger as a mascot.
But
Also, and
LSU has tigers too, Louisiana.
Eagles and tigers.
Eagles and tigers have never ever met. They've never even. Yeah, these are 2 very strange choice animals. Yeah, and also elephants are not indigenous to Alabama. Last time I checked. I will say I love the imagination. You guys think outside of the box. You took college football to another level. No other state had the time to do that. You know what I mean? No other state had the spare time on.
This is our professional sport.
It's your professional sport. Yeah. No. You have no other sports going on. Nothing. Yeah. Well, so you got to do it. You got to do it. Well, Iron Bowl, I'm going to be watching intently this year, and I'll choose my team. I hope you guys come back to see me next time I come to Alabama, and I'll be full on whatever that team is. I'll be dressed up as a eagle with a tiger lower half body. Just fucking full on birds and paws down there, and just draw whiskers on my face, but also a beak. You know what I mean? So, thank you guys so much for coming out. Roll Tide, War Eagle. I love you, Alabama. We'll catch you next time.